I am obviously not getting in any swings before federal funds rate. Might try some overnights today. No swings. Not going to open any new ones. Mr. Unemployed said, what indicators are you currently using on TradingView? My chart looks nothing like yours. So I just threw on pivots the other day, I guess. Somebody DM'd me about pivots. So I just had that on my chart. But I added also this strat dashboard. I forget who showed me it, but thank you, whoever did. Basically, you can throw in a number of symbols and then look at it, and at a quick glimpse you can see what setups are starting here. So like on CL, 2 up, 2 down, 2 down, time frame continuity to the downside. And so I'm looking, I would see this and say, okay, CL is interesting for a short, and then I'd have my eyes on CL, where otherwise I might be blinded while looking at NQ. So yeah, that's the reasoning. But here's my indicators. I just have the Expo Toolkit, which is free. You can find it in the scripts section. I will type that in here. There it is. And then I have Break a Structure, Change of Character by Nephew Sam, with these settings here: show break a structure, show change of character. Everything else is standard. And then I have volume, which isn't super important for me, at least. I don't analyze volume that much. I want to get better at analyzing volume profiles, but I don't know if I really care about volume unless it's like clearly a low volume day. Then I'll be like, maybe I'll be looking at volume then. Here on NQ, I'm really only looking at 2-1-2 ups. I don't really want to go short on this with the inside bar being a 15. Is Sarah Strauss Sniper 50 entries, including entries using fibs? Kind of, but not really. It takes 50% of the current of the candle before it, and the idea is that if it goes 2 down and then retraces 50% of the candle before it, then it's likely to be an outside bar. I don't use it though. I don't know why it's on there. Something to watch, I guess, but other than that, I don't. Yeah, it's not really impactful to me or my trading, but it is something to keep an eye on. Certainly. All right, well, the poll went well. Looks like everybody's was green yesterday. So that's good. Good job. Shows that it might be helpful to be in the room when I'm trading, but you're able to do it by yourself as well. But there's obviously great power in community. There are members who leave and there are members who come, and the ones who leave generally eventually come back for the community. Get some of my morning music on. Morning, Deontay. You test those pivots out? No, not yet. Not really. Again, I need to know how they're made before I'm really entertaining the idea. Okay. So it says that the pivot point is the average of the high, low, and close divided by 3. So R1 would be 2 times the pivot point minus the low of the previous. Here, I'll just share this or screenshot it. And I'll share it in premium. What pivot indicator is that? It's just the one from TradingView. So it looks like it does have a actual reason for where the pivot points are, but obviously they're just ideas. Right now we bounced off the S1, but my problem with something like this is that we blindly trust these numbers when it's not how price action and an efficient market trades. The reason we bounced off this area is because there's clearly an area here of liquidity. We have an order block here on this push up Friday 10:15 candle. We have an order block here Monday 3 o'clock candle, and then we bounced off it here. So there's clearly, this is where buyers are coming in, and this is pretty much what I would do. I would mark out a support and resistance zone. Remember, it's not just a line that I choose to draw. It's a zone. And so this is where I'd be like, if we do come back in this area, I'm probably looking for buys, or I'm looking for a clear setup short below some of these prior supports. But right now we're going to end up a failed, well, not really failed, maybe failed, but right now it's not a failed 2 down, but we're going to end up probably close to a hammer. So I'm, 15 minutes still inside. Like I said earlier in the week, playing defense this week. If nothing smacks me in the face telling me that it's going to be a great setup, I'm not taking anything. and truthfully, that should be the bias anyway. Like right now, Huey mentioned oil falling off the face of the planet, and it is. Where do I get in, though? I guess I could get in with a 40-point stop, 222 continuation. Where's the next stop, though? This is where we look left. Look left, draw lines. These are our pit stops here. Certainly there is some downside. I'd probably take this with a small size and go 40 points or 40 ticks. Three, 2 down would be interesting here for a short. Just a reminder, today is the last day of January. Wowza. That today is the last day of April, which means that the My Forex funds and I believe Apex sales are ending today. So if you were planning on getting an evaluation at the cheaper rate, I would do that before midnight tonight. All right, NQ's going up. I'm less interested in the upside on NQ. Let's take a look at RTY. RTY is kind of lower high. Or sorry, yeah, lower high. News in 5 minutes. I don't know. Yeah, consumer confidence. I thought we had consumer confidence on Friday. Oh, consumer sentiment was on Friday. Yeah, we do have, man, tomorrow is going to be an interesting day. PMI in the morning, 8:15 non-farm employment. So we have NFP overlapping federal funds rate. That is why if I end today with no trades, I'll be totally fine with that. That is crazy. I don't know if I've seen that before where we have NFP overlapping federal funds rate, because federal funds rate or CPI is usually in the middle of the month. That is insane. All right, looks like a continuation to the upside for now. Inside bar on the 15. I'll take anything at a 2 up. If we go 2 up on the 15, then I'll be interested. Yeah, then I'll be interested to the upside. There's the 2-1-2 up trigger. Make sure I get my brackets going here. Alrighty, I am ready. Okay, failed 2 breakout. Swept this higher liquidity a little bit. Pre-market liquidity. So here's a little pop quiz for the chats. What is the exact level that I'm looking to be bullish over? And can I be bullish right now? No. Even more short-sighted than that. It's not, I should say that's not the answer I was looking for. Not incorrect. But on my current chart, what is the exact level that I would be bullish over? Or you can say what candle. 17,993. 17,933. No, not correct. Think A plus setups. What is the exact setup I would be looking for longs. Where's my line in the sand of where I'm looking longs versus shorts? Oh, one, you meant inside bar one. Yes. Yeah. Yep. I thought you were saying the 1 minute candle. I was like, what? You're way off. Nope. Huey is correct. So anything over previous candle high is going to be an enforced 2 bar, which means that anything here and up, if it's in this zone, it's a valid long on the 15. And then I want to look down to the 5, see if it's valid longs on the 5. And then I look to the 1 for a setup. And that is my system. That is what made me profitable. Well, really, the strap made me profitable. That just helps me easily make it profitable. So right now we're not in force. Right now we're actually, Mr. Unemployed was talking about the 50% retrace. So pretty much if we're under this 17,864.75, so call it 17,865, then we're looking for the outside bar on this 15-minute candle. And that makes this pretty much a no trade zone. Right? This is, do I have a no trade zone? Chop zone? And that makes this area. Valid longs, we'll do a little green. And then that makes this valid shorts. Does that make sense? Between the Sarah Strat Sniper 50, so looking for outside bars, and the previous candle high. So really, like right in this zone, we're not really doing anything. We're not in force on the 5 or on the 15. We're inside on the 5, which makes matters worse. So that's how I got it. Yeah. Yep, because we're targeting something. When we're entering a trade, we want to be targeting something, and this is pretty much the setup. Right now, we're not targeting anything in this zone, right? We would really be targeting. Let's hope this thing goes back and forth to the upside. And that's, look at the risk to reward to that. Like, if I take a trade here, my stops would be down here, and my hope that it gets to be back and forth is a 0.25 risk to reward. So right now it's just better for me to sit in this no trade zone and wait it out. And for those who've been trading with me for a while, we also have this. Right? On a directional day, we will be out of this chop zone and stay out of it for a while. We will be out of it by 10 o'clock and either reverse, go through it and all the way through it, or we're going to stay in it and stay in it for most of the day. Let's look at yesterday. Yesterday was Monday. Here's the first candle. Oops. And this isn't a hard and fast rule, but it is a pretty good rule, especially if you're struggling with trading and chop. Draw that first 15-minute candle, and look, you literally did not get out of it until shorts at 3 o'clock. And it would have, I know a lot of us were green yesterday, which is awesome because this is a skill that is really difficult to learn, is how to trade in this. And I think you could have traded, for example, this 212 up on the 15 yesterday. I'm positive there were setups there. This failed 2-2, positive that there were setups there, because we look and we see that from this high to the high here is 50 points. You can easily grab 10 points out of 50 possible, I'm sure. Every person who trades with me can do that. Not because of me, but because my system can do that, and a lot of people trade with me trade my system. And they do it well, not me. I want to make that clear. I don't push the buttons, they do it. So when you see 50 points possible, I'm positive that every one of you can take 10 points out of that. Deontay said orb. Yeah, a lot of people call it the orb opening range breakout. Yeah. Yep, it is the orb. But like I said, right now there's just nothing. There's nothing. Let me look at what was our last directional day? Here. Literally Friday. Friday, if I draw that box at the 9:15 candle, here's my chop zone for the day. Once we're over it, you would have, 140 points. Mr. Unemployed said, I'll have to play the stream back later today. Yeah, lots of educational pieces going out today. So here I'm looking for a change character. Just got it. So now I'm looking shorts. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Turn this off. 2.5 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. I have a sell stop at 50.75. Design Logic said, is your system described on your YouTube channel? It is. There are some bits and pieces that are a little newer that maybe I should make an updated video on, such as the enforce stuff we just talked about, but you can replay the stream and we just went through my whole system pretty much. Well, at least this setup with my system in mind. So range starts at 9:15 instead of 9:30. No, it's 9:30. I might have accidentally hit 9:15. I'm in NQ. Short. Filled at 50.50. Did this go a tick lower? No, it didn't. Still in the valid shorts area. Don't love that. I'll bring stops up to another 2 bar if it comes. All right, stopped out 15 points. Oops, oops, oops. Also, another little side tangent here. Um, that would have probably maybe gotten me out, but all systems lose, right? So the variable between a trader who has a profitable trading system and makes money and the one who doesn't make money is risk management. So make sure you're sizing for losses. Don't oversize into losses. Don't oversize into anything, even winners. But yeah, I mean, I don't have an 100% win rate. I don't know any trader who does. Um, and that's not me, you know, hopping on my copium to cope with a loss right there. But it's just here to show you that, you got to trade your system, number one. And if you trade your system and it's a loss, then that's fine. I traded my system to a T there. I literally panned out all this, took a 2-2-2 continuation while the 2-1-3-1-2 down was in force. Saw 8 points profit. Maybe I could have gone break even, but it was failed 2, looking for the outside bar. It wicked on the outside bar and stopped me out. No big deal. On to the next trade where I'll make up that loss. Jesse, what's the white box with the last 3 candles? It's called Strat Dashboard TFO. You're able to show X amount of candles. So for Strat, it's 3. And then you're able to show how many symbols you want. I turned off moving averages and VWAP. So yeah, like I said, just make sure you're able to withstand losses in several of them. I'm looking at a stretch here, the end of the day on the 23rd, and then I started the 24th with 2 losses. I had 5 losses in a row. Now, 3 of them, only one of them was a full 1-hour loss, but and that's what I'm trying to get really proficient at, is making sure my losers are not full 1-hour losers without cutting them too early, because there is a balance there. Dang, Danny, I just saw your thing in off topic. Here, I gotta share mine. I went to the simulator for an hour after my dentist appointment yesterday because my mom had the baby. Also, I wish we had top tracer ranges. That's crazy. All right, so this no trade zone's this kind of changes now, right? So did I save that, by the way? I didn't. Okay. So things kind of shift here, right? Valid shorts there. Valid longs technically here. So that makes this area in between where is it? I just traded it. There it is. Now this is if I'm trading off the 15-minute. Sometimes and valid shorts, valid longs, this is where the A+ setups would be. I will take a B setup if it leads into something that could have a really high risk to reward, such as a failed 2 down that would lead to breaking this low of the day, which is 50 points, I guess. Probably not massive. Mr. Unemployed, how did I get my candles colored using the Expo Toolkit? Mine are still green and red. Make sure you go down here to the very bottom and color. Color 1 3 bars, color 2 up, 2 down bars. Then make sure all these are set how you'd like it. Little choppy choppy. Choppy 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 choppy. All right, we're going to pivot here for a second. Make a new watch list. Okay. And then we're going to get quarterly enforce. Oh, shoot me. That was the wrong list. Clear list. Rename. Monthly enforce. Filter. Direction enforce. Okay. CME. Okay. Go back here for a sec. Not moving. Go back here. Oil short. Oil short. Look at this. I'm going off the 5-minute chart and I have a sell stop at 8104. MasterCard 212 down. That's an interesting one to me. 212 down on the week. Okay, new 5-minute candles across the board. Excuse me. A little shiver. Okay, gold 212 down. Inside on the 15. Don't love that. But I do want to keep an eye on gold because the last like 2 weeks or a month, I've looked at gold, said here's the setup, and then it goes for like 4 or 5R. Like now. Literally right now. I have a sell stop on gold at 2311.2 and a sell stop on oil at 81.04. I will let you know if either of those change. Both are inside. Oil would go 2 down. Gold is an early entry. Gold just got tagged in. 4-point stops. I got a pretty bad fill there. 2310.8. Oops, that is not NQ. That is GC. Okay. I got slipped by, not slipped, but my fill was 0.4 off of my stop market. I might extend this gold to be above that inside bar. Should be 2 more points. We'll see. And Q's starting to move down back into its, now it's a 2 bar down on the 15. Grabbing a short NQ in at 39.25. 212 down on the 1, 2-2 continuation on the 5, but more importantly, 2-2 rev on the 15. New 5-minute. Ooh, new 15 coming too. We'll see. There's 10 points. And real close to that 20-point trim. Moving gold stop to -3 points. There's 20 points on NQ. What did oil end inside? Okay. There is a low likelihood that I let this get all the way to 2R without a trim. Gold is a 212. Oil is also a 212 down. What I'd really like actually is for NQ to go up, push the commodities down. Go on, gold. Not tagged into oil yet. Not loving the action on gold. Want this to go 2 down right now. Tagged into oil short. Gold's back in force. I think I just need to trust this to work out. I am in trades on 3 of the 4 quadrants that I'm looking at. Finger on the trigger on gold right now. Starting to go now. New 5 are coming. Closing on Q. Oh, there's gold. Taking a little bit 3 points. How do I do this? Okay. Oil wicked back down. Hard break even on gold. Oil back in profits. Yes, looks like a nice short. Kind of just wailing and dealing right now. Oops. RTY pushing up. Taking off oil break even. It was a, let me calculate, 0.1% loss. Took a little too long to sit there. Didn't like my time. Didn't have a good time. I'm here to have a good time. And CL was ruining the vibe. With its big fat green candle there. Could have just been a red candle. About to be back in this no trade zone on NQ for the rest of the day. Let's move this box to where it belongs. Is this helpful for you guys to visualize? Kind of what, this is what I see. This is what I see when I'm trading. Just obviously not on my chart. Awesome. Well, and remember, this is for A+ setups. So there are circumstances where you could take a long right now with the 5 minute being in forced 2-2 reversal. but I'm not going to. I'm not going to because of the day that it is today. It is the day before federal funds rate. So I think today is one of those days where if you're good at trading in the chop, you'll probably have a pretty good day. You just sell the tops and buy the bottoms. But that's a pretty difficult thing to do and do it consistently. So for me, I think this is kind of just where I'm sitting right now. Oil just went 2-2 reversal. Back to sitting. I went from 3 trades. I have gold on still, but 3 trades to pretty much I'm just waiting for it to hit break even or my 1 hour trim. So A plus setups today, we're at 0 trades. No, that NQ short was probably A plus. 2-1-2 down on the 1. It was in force on the 5 and the 15. I would say it was an A setup, not an A plus, because I would have preferred, if I'm really getting nitpicky, I would have preferred that 5 minute to be an extra 2 down. But it was in force, so that makes it an A setup. Yeah, there was nothing on this 2-1-2 up for sure. Yeah, that was probably the only A setup today. But inside chop zone. No, it was in force on that one. It can't be valid shorts and be chop zone. Oh, you're saying the 15-minute chop zone. Yeah, maybe. I really used the chop zone when I noticed chop like right off the rip. And we kind of had it here. But you're correct. It was inside the chop zone. So it wouldn't be an A plus setup. But I would still say it was an A setup. That failed 2-2 would have worked, but for this time, I would have said that there'd be 2 more times where it wouldn't have worked. Gold hit 1R. I will probably take longs on the next 5-minute 2 up. It was a good idea for me to get out of those oil shorts too. So this is about to trade or about to change. Oh, who was I? Um, Shoot, who was I talking to about 6E? There it is. All right, looking long. Um, Here's what we got. So valid longs right now, 222 continuation on the 5, 22 reversal on the 15. This is an A plus setup long. Yep. Looking for a setup onto 1. All right, next 2 up I'll take. All right, I'm in long 77.75. I mean, really though, I would find the first failed 2 in this move up though. I got stopped out of gold, I see. All right. This sucker better go 2 up. Okay. Oh, really? Probably going to bring it up to 15 points again. So if this 5-minute closes and then goes 2 down, I'll be out. right, stopped out of that. Yeah. I mean that I just was, I don't know. I found the first failed two up of the whole trend. I mean, what are you gonna do? It's okay. I'm pretty much flat on the day, and that's a win for me anyway. I'm actually up a whole $20. Give me my 90% split on that. I saved myself an extra quarter R by getting out early there. I think the only thing. Wait, what was this? Yeah, it wasn't enforced then though. Yeah, I would have had to get in on the failed two down if I was gonna have a winner there. You would have had the 3 bar, the 3-2. Both of those would have yielded 10% or 10 points. But like I said, if I end the day flat, then that's fine with me. 10 days out of 10. Although this short looks nice. Going short here, 46.25. It's touching that fair value gap on the 5. I don't like that. And it's not moving after. Finger is on the close. If it can go up 5 points, that'd be nice. There it goes. Come on. Taking one here, 30. There's 10 points. I took 2 there. Took one away from my, or I took 2 trims. Took one away from my 10R. Because I am pretty confident that's not getting hit today. Hard break even. I actually have it up 3 ticks. Taking a 1R here. Short, obviously. Filled there on the 1R. Filled on the 2R as well. Or 20 points, not 2R. Although it ends up being about 2R. Okay. Navigating my way through here. I'll take this off if it goes 3-2 up on the 1. Or 2-1-2 up if it goes, or 3-1-2 up if it goes like that. Well, today's going to be the last day of April. Monthly recap inbound. Within a tick. Adding 1R here. In at 30.5. But probably, this thing's got to go. Not sure I wanted to keep that order on. Although the 2-2 reversal here is pretty nice. On the 15, looking pretty nice. There's 1R. I'm holding for now. I'm taking it off. I lied. Plus 1R voice. All right. Gonna let this short continue to go. Nothing going on with oil or gold. Gold actually came up to stop me out and then went back up. Or went back down. Gonna take more off of NQ at 20 points. Sell stop here for a 2 down for 1R. Need to put the baby monitor on. Filled. My average is 18. Want to see this go down pretty quick. Feel like I want that all the time, but especially in chop. Close and break even. I'm going to close at the main as well. All right. Main up 25. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. All out of NQ. I will get... I'm all flat across the board. I will get all this put in and then Send out the monthly recaps. Minus 15, gold 4. NQ 20, 20. Oil break even. NQ 20, 15. Okay. Okay. That was a pretty dramatic 2 candles. would take this, but I already said I'm done. Gotta stick to it. Plus, I'd find the first failed 2 down of this whole move, except there was one right here. You know what I could do is buy options, though. I could. Holy moly. All right, I'm calling this a 1R. I'm short. It's 10 points. Taking another here. I just added a little bit more in. Checking the baby. Still break even. Haven't gotten tagged, even with the ad. Go on. All right, stopped out. Okay. That is it. A little extra 1R action there. I will get the 1R up here shortly. Oh shoot, I need to see if this is trade tracker. Okay, it did. All right, I am